Hello friends of Sudoku and welcome to an LPE's Expert Puzzle. Today is February 10, 2024. Let's see what we have to deal with. Well, a couple of nines and this 9 here block all of these squares. So a 9 has got to go here. We have 1 and a 3 blocking here, 1 and a 3 blocking here, 1 and a 3 must go here. And therefore, since one of these is a 1 blocking over and this one blocks over, we have a 1 here. Two 8s blocking across, 1 8 blocking down, gives me an 8 here. 8 blocks up and over. We know that this is a 1 or a 3 because we just said that, therefore an 8 must go here. The 7 blocks up, therefore a 7 goes here, and this must be a 4. That was quick and painless so far. We have a 6 and 6 blocking like so. So here's a 6. We have 7 blocking down and over, therefore we have a 7 here. 1 3 1 3, 3 blocks, 1 here, 3 here, 1 here. 2 and 3, 2 and 3, force a 2 and a 3 to go in 2 of these squares. So this is a 4 or a 5. Well, 5 can go here and here. And in a whole lot of places here. What about in this place here? 5 down, 5 down, 5 over. So 5 must go here or here. No, that's not it. Not yet anyway. This is a 3, however. 3 blocks down, like so. So a 3 goes here. So I'm thinking about an 8. Because this 8 blocks across, this 8 blocks up, this 8 blocks across, we have an 8 here. Now I'm thinking about a 7. This is 7 blocks up and this blocks across. We have a 7 here. And for these squares now we need to find 2, 5 and a 9. Don't know if I can do that, but that means that these can't be 2, 5 and 9. Instead they must be a 4, 5 and a 6. And that means that this must be a 9. Here are 2 and a 4. That doesn't do much for me at the moment. This square is restricted. It must be a 1 or a 4. We need a 1, 4, 2 and a 6 for these squares here. 2 and a 6 block here. So this is a 1, 4. 6 blocks here. We gotta have a 6 here or here. And that kind of gives me a 6 here, doesn't it? Because this 6 blocks across, here's a 6, and now this 6 blocks down, and we have a 6 here. We also needed a 6 up here, didn't we? Now we have 2 6s blocking up, so this is a 6. And this is a 4, 7. And that tells me that a 4 must go in one of these squares. Again, not that useful background information. We also need an 8 for one of those 3 squares here, because the 4 and an 8 both block here. There's a 5 and a 7 here and here. So 5 and 7 are blocked from going here. We have a 5 and a 7 blocking here, so these two squares have got to be a 5 and a 7. Isn't that true? And doesn't that mean that since this 3 blocks here and this 3 blocks here, that one of these must be a 3? And if that is true, doesn't that block over here while this blocks over here and this blocks down here, giving me a 3 here? I think that's true. Now we have a 2, 4, and a 5 for these squares. One of these is a 2, but I really don't know anything about the 4 and the 5. We only have the 1, 4 still. But we can play with a 7 and a 5 here because the 7 blocks the square. So we do have a 5 here and we have a 7 here. And that should help because now this 5 blocks across. This 5 blocks across, we have a 5 here. This 2 blocks here giving me a 4 like so and a 2 like so, and therefore we have a 4 here. And these must be a 5 and an 8. That's easy. The 5 blocks over, here's the 8 and here's a 5. 1 and a 2 here. We also have a 1, 2, and 4 here. So now we're going to have a 4 here or here. I'm thinking that shouldn't be that difficult. We'll have to wait and see. We have 2s and 4s here. 1 here. 2 and 9 block here. So this is a 3 or a 4. So 9 must go here or here, and 2 must go here or here. I've been staring myself blind on the 6s, and I failed to see that this 6 blocks across, this 6 blocks across, and this 6 blocks down, that this therefore must be a 6. But there you go. We found it. We need to find an 8 for this row, the 8 blocks here, and the 8 blocks here. So here's an 8. 2 and 9, 2 and 9. And that means that this can't be a 1. We have a 1 blocking up here and down here. So we're going to have 1s here or here. Does that mean anything? I guess not. What means something, however, is that this 8 blocks up, this blocks down, this blocks across, and we have ourselves an 8 here. So we need to find ourselves 1 and a 3 for these squares here. We know where they can't go. They can't go here, and they can't go here. So these two squares must be a 1 and a 3. Therefore, these must be a 2 and a 4. We also have a 2 or a 4 here. We need a 2 for 1 and a 3 across here. We have a 1 and a 3 blocking here. So this is a 2 or a 4, yes. But I think, again, a row with relatively few givens comes to the rescue. I've been staring at this column here. We need to find a 2, 4, and a 9. We have a 2 blocking here, so this is a 4 or a 9. We have about the same digits blocking this square. We can do a quick test because we can't have a 1, 2, 3. We could have a 4, but not a 5, 6, 7, 8 here. So we have a 4 and a 9 blocking these two squares. Now, how is that important? Well, it's important because we know that these squares here have got to be a 1, 2, and a 4. Since one of these is a 4, this can't be a 4. Since this is a 2, this can't be a 2. Therefore, it has got to be a 1. This 1 blocks down, this 1 blocks down, this 1 blocks across, and we have a 1 here, and therefore here. This 1 blocks here, this 1 blocks here, these ones block here, so here's another 1, the last digit 1 for today. 2 and 4 here, 2 and 4 here. The 4 forces the 2 to go here. Now this must be a 4 and this must be a 2. Now we start with a missing 3 and a 4 here, and that is very easy because the 3 forces the 4 to go here, while this must be a 3. That gives me a 3 here. These 2 squares must be a 4, which goes here, and a 2, which goes here. This 2 blocks up, this 2 blocks over. We have a 2 here, and therefore also here. I think this was a 2, 9, wasn't it? Let's do a quick check, because we still need to find a 5 and a 9 here. The 5 blocks up, so yes, it was a 2, 9, now it's a 9. And the 5 must go here, and therefore here. This must be a 4, therefore we have a 4 here. This must be a 7, and therefore we have a 4 here. 2, 7, 9 still to be found. 7 blocks over, we have a 7 here. 2 blocks here, here's a 9. Which blocks over, giving me a 9 here, and a 2 here. That's it. Thank you for watching, and please come back tomorrow for more. Bye for now.